It's your boy, Emo Boy Link here, back with another video. Except we're doing a little bit something different. This is going to be educational. So, tomorrow I have a chemistry final for midterms, and I just studied. So I'm feeling pretty confident that I think I get to do some chemistry today. But this time we're going to be doing density, mass, and volume. Now, here's how I remember density, mass, and volume. I have a Triforce. Since it's a Zelda themed channel, you draw a little Triforce, but you put density in one triangle, mass in the other, and volume in the other. And to get one, can you see it? Yeah, it's a bit too dark. I'll draw it with purple. Now, you draw a little Triforce right here. Maybe I should put you guys a little closer. See that? That's a triangle. Make a Triforce. You write in a D for density in one triangle. You write an M in the other one for mass. And you write a V for volume. Now, since you need to... Now the formula for density is mass over volume. Density is mass over volume. But first, I would like to give you guys the definition of density. Density is how much mass you can fit in the volume of an object. Mass is like weight, but I want to say that it's weight, but it's not. Density is how much of stuff you can put inside of a volume. Say you have a you have a 5 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet box or something. Like say you have a rectangle, and that's styrofoam. Styrofoam's light, right? Well, now that's the volume. 5 by 2 by 2. That's the volume of the box. But what matters is the density and mass of the box that makes it heavy. So say, since styrofoam isn't that dense and it doesn't have a lot of mass, it's relatively easy. Actually, no, it's extremely easy to lift. But say you have the exact same measurements of something of lead, that would be hella heavy to lift because of the mass and density inside that ginormous chunk of lead. So, we're going to do some problems. Say that a piece of granite rock has a mass of 15.5 grams and a volume of 6.01 centimeters squared. Centimeters squared is how you measure volume. Grams is how you measure mass. But if the volume of the object is a liquid, if the substance is a liquid, you could use milliliters or liters. But since it's a solid, it's cubic centimeters. So, I pretty much drew it up, and all you have to do is divide the mass over the volume. And if you divide the mass over the volume, you will get density. Now, I use a calculator for this because I would not like to do all that division by hand. So, if you type 15.5 divided by 6.01, I typed it in. I typed it in right. See it right here? Right here. Right here. Here's what you get. You would get 2.57, or if you like to round, you just get 3. If you like to round up, then you'd get 3. I want to say grams per mil, but I want to say grams per mil, but anyway, it's probably grams per mil. you get 3 grams per mil. Got it? I'll give you guys a minute to write this down. I'll give you guys 5 seconds. Now, here's the thing. Pause the video if you want to write down the problems. Now, next problem. Say that gold has a density of 19.3 grams per centimeter squared. Oh, hold on, I have to redraw the Triforce. Density, volume. Gold has a density of 19.3 grams per centimeter squared. If you have a gold bar with a volume of 44.19, no, just 0.9 centimeters, you want to know the volume, right? Well, here's how it is. Here's where it gets tricky. You're going to want to multiply. Because here's the thing. If you divide two things to get one thing, you don't have to divide the solution. You have to multiply the solution by one of the factors to get the other. So you multiply the density and mass to get the volume. I like to use a little dot for the multiplication sign. And if you do that, the answer you'll get, let me type it on the calculator for y'all. You'll get 8.66.57. Now, here's the thing. You can leave it at that because it's more exact, or you can round it. I like to, sometimes it depends on the problem, but I like to round the numbers up. So if you were to round up 866.57, was it? Yeah, 0.57, you would get 8.67 as your final answer. 867 grams. Alright, let's try one more problem. Isopropyl alcohol has a liquid with a density of 0.75 grams per centimeter squared. Or, since it's a liquid, grams per milliliter. How much volume would be taken up by 50 actually. It's 50.0, but like 50 grams of isopropyl alcohol. What you're going to want to do is... I forgot what I did here. Hold up. Give me a minute. I'm pretty sure that I divided 0.75 with 50. No, I divided 50 by 0.75. Did I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Type it in your calculators. But I got 50 divided by 0.75 is 600. No, not 600. It's 66.66666667. But what I did here is that I rounded, and I got 67 milliliters. Tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I am so sorry. Incredibly sorry for this. But the first two were right. You can redo the math and recheck. Now remember this trick. Remember the Triforce right here. I'll redraw it a little bit bigger. Down here. For all you Zelda fans out here, this is a reference So that way you can also learn chemistry. You draw a triforce, and you put an M in one triangle for for mass. You draw a V in the other for volume, and you draw a D for density. And over here, on the outsides, on the lines, you like to draw the symbols so that way you can remember. You divide mass by volume, mass over volume. Let me check one more time. You multiply the volume over the volume. Yeah, you multiply volume and density. And to get volume, I think you multiply that as well. Don't take this to heart though. I'm not a professional. I'm not a high school or college teacher. I'm actually a sophomore. So the fact that I'm trying to teach this, I'll just check with your sources first. But I do know for a fact that the first two were right. First two we did, those are right. But yeah, I did this so that way I can help my friends out with their finals too, since I just finished studying chemistry. Since this is going to help me study a little bit too. This is focusing on density, mass, and volume. Video with Emo Boy Link. Anyway, thanks, and I hope you guys do great in school. Stay in school, stay safe, stay healthy.